right, so planning for high school doesn't have to be super complicated. It's kind of intimidating at first, but once you can get some clear ideas of what you want to do and where you're going, then anyone can totally do it. So planners are recommended. I did a short little video on this planner, but you can do any kind of planner online or on paper, whatever, to plan out the 4-year course, okay? So first of all, you need to look up on your state what are the requirements to graduate. So for ours, right here, for the state of Oregon, in order to graduate, you need 4 credits, so each year is a credit, language arts, 3 math, 3 science, 2 has to have a lab, 3 social sciences or social studies, 2 foreign language, 1 fine arts, 1 PE, and 1 health, and at least 6 electives. Once you have all that down, then you can just map out and figure out, based on your child, what kind of interest they have, and once you take the main things they have to have out, then you kind of gear it. If they're going to college, then you're going to amp up their load, and you're going to figure out what college they're going to go into, what kind of credits are needed, so they can at least knock some of those out. Homeschooling has a definite foot up there where we could totally get things taken care of. There's so much more to go into this. This is just a short snippet. This is I don't have time to go into everything, and I'm not an expert. I'm just now going to put my son into high school. We start in January. Since we school year round, January 2018, he's going to start his freshman year. Now, you need to talk to your kid. You need to pray about it. You need to ask God what the plan is for your child. So the end goal of homeschooling is not to go to college, okay? College is good if they need a career that requires the college for the studies needed. But the end result of homeschooling is to shape them into the person who God wants them to be. So you can take that load off you and not stress about it, okay? Each year, things can be tweaked or changed a little bit. But basically, it's just going up another grade and learning more studies. And as they get older, it's more fun because when they're a teenager, you get to experience more freedom. They can get jobs, drive, all this stuff. You're preparing them for adulthood, basically, okay? So whatever path or journey that they're supposed to go on, you need to have open conversations with your child about it, and then both of you guys need to go in prayer and ask God for direction and what He has placed on their hearts to do. And then you just work with it from there. So my oldest, he's going to be 14 in December, so he'll be 14 for his whole freshman year. We are homeschooling through high school because I think it's excellent, and I'm actually excited because we have so much freedom to do as we please in this area. And he is choosing not to do the military or college or trade school or anything. He really feels God leading him to be a missionary, and he's going to do entrepreneur work to fund that and to see where God takes him on that. So for high school, we just need him to graduate. So that's basically it. So we put out a little plan for it using the credits, and we put out, this is our plan. Now, everyone's is going to look different, so don't try to copy this. This is just for him. Now, he's doing his 11th and 12th grade in 1 year because the credits totally fit. And since we homeschool through the year and we were done, we start in January, and then we do 3 months on, 1 month off. That's how we homeschool. So we have April, August, and December off for breaks. It works great for us because we have the whole month off, and we only have to tackle 12 weeks at a time of curriculum. We're always done by Thanksgiving, so we have all the holidays off, and it's like it works beautifully for our family. Now, if he's finished with his senior year, like if he was to do 2021 for his senior year, he'd be done by Thanksgiving. The homeschool recognition graduation ceremony here in Salem, it is in June. So he'd have like 7-8 months he'd have to wait in order to graduate after high school, and he doesn't want to do that, and I don't blame him. So I looked at it, and his credits totally fit in the 1 year for 11th and 12th. So he can graduate when he is, I think he'll be 18 or 17. I don't know, but he'll be the regular age that you would graduate from, but he'll just knock this out. So it's perfect. So that's how we fit it in. So for the language arts 4, we're making our own thing. So vocab spelling for ninth, and then grammar, creative writing, and then American literature. And then we're going to spread out books and essays. So he's going to learn all that. That will be the 4th credit. And then for math, Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry, because it has to be at least Algebra 1 for high school credits. And then sciences, he's going to do biology and chemistry, because those are the 2 he needs for lab. And then the last one, he's really into rocks and minerals and things, so he's going to do geology. Then the social sciences, we're going to do American history, American government, and economics. And then foreign languages, of course, we're going to do Spanish. That is, my in-laws are Mexican, and Spanish would be great for him to know and talk to his grandma. So we're going to do the 2 years of that. And then for his fine arts, he chose filmmaking. And then for only 1 year PE, but he's going to do soccer every year, so it'll be spread out. And then health. And then we're going to add a CPR first aid class he's going to go to, because that's necessary. And then electives, we're going to do Bible. He wants to try band, shop, which is fun for homeschooling. He's going to help my husband when we buy our house. He's going to help him build the fence around the property, and he's going to do auto work on working on the truck, and my husband's going to show him all that. So that right there is real life shop. It's awesome because it's going to help him in real life. Then leadership class, we do homeschool. I think that's called Schoolhouse Teachers. Schoolhouseteachers.com. It's a curriculum site and has a lot of these classes online and cool videos and worksheets you can print out and stuff to help supplement or even be your main curriculum. We like hands-on books, but we're going to use that website, and they have classes on there like this one. The Leadership 101 will help prepare him for being an entrepreneur. And stewardship, we're going to use a Matthew C. Stewardship class because it teaches you everything from personal finance, everything about loans, how you want to stay out of debt, how to be a good steward of your money that God gives you, how to use it in a smart way, everything from buying houses, buying cars, all that stuff. So that will prepare him for life as well. You can always tweak this as it goes, of course, but this was just an example of how high school can look just to do your required credits to graduate. Now, if you're going to do college, like I said, you need to look up the college that they're interested in going to and the course of study that they want, and make sure you get those credits and you can knock them out in high school so you don't have to do all the simple, easy 101 ones when you get to college. You can, even as a homeschooler, you can take classes at the community college too if you want. You can cram in classes and do a semester's worth of work, and however many time you can play with it in many different ways. So it's great to ask advice from people who've been there, try to glean wisdom and information from the moms who've already gone through it, because no one's an expert. We're just doing the best we can, and we're working with our kids. So this is just an example, and I have 5 other kids, and this is not going to look the same. We'll probably do the 3-year high school still if they're just wanting to graduate, and like if they're going to go on their own to do their own thing or military or what, depends on their course. If they want to go to college, then they can do the 4th year so they can get in all their credits. So just getting a plan in place, name of this, getting your plan in place, and then just mapping out, and it really helps, and it lifts up that burden that you have of that pressure of, I know I was scared to death, like, oh no, high school, can we do it? Yes, you can. You just break it down. You just start with what your state requires for the credits and go for there. Sit down with your kid, see where they're at. A lot of freshmen don't know what they want to be. It depends, or maybe it's going to change several times, but at least you can get the main requirements out. And the Schoolhouse Teachers also has online things to help with these other specific things that we can do online courses. Otherwise, we'll just be using books. So anyway, I hope that just helps, a little snippet into helping you get started preparing for high school. And it's not as scary as it seems. And lots of moms have done it. Get hooked up with your local homeschool support groups and just start asking. All right, have a good day.